Yeah, that real New York Tommy, you heard? I got Sam Brillo with me. You know the vibe, nigga. All right, you trendsetters. I'm running on my wrist, watch me take the game. You told on your homies, love it the same. I see my mama struggle, had to make a way. I told her mama move over, I'ma pave the way. I'm running on my wrist, watch me chase the game. You told on your homies, love it the same. I see my mama struggle, I'ma make a way. I told her mommy move over, I'ma pave the way. Sharp should be stunning with the fists. Yellow diamonds should be looking like I'm pissing. Still bang on a nigga Blake Griffin. Fuck a shot like we did a nigga lifted. All this money in the war like Yowda. You the MMC, you know a nigga got his crowd up. We gon' get it, I have a talent every hour. Move the white like Tommy Winkles, they got the power. I've been that nigga since 96. Only rolling trappers, killers, and convicts. See my man kill with a smile, they call me six. Shots at the T, we making a car flip. We lost 50, and we ain't trying to lose again. Hands have him and D move, nigga shoot again. Wolves how we got no picks, nigga shoot his friend. Ain't no doubling back, we can't get cool again. I'm running on my wrist, watch me chase the game. You told on your homies, love ain't the same. I see my mama struggle, had to make a way. I told her mama move over, I'ma pave the way. I'm running on my wrist, watch me chase the game. You told on your homies, love ain't the same. I see my mama struggle, I'ma make a way. I tell her mama move over, I'ma pave the way.
Time, but I see clear. Gotta thank the men above, cause I know without them I wouldn't be here. But let's just be clear, I really set the bar high and kept my wheels going through the storm like a car seat. Damn, what you should be pull up in that hard top and make it disappear from a button, watch they heart drop. My bars hot, but my delivery immaculate. Being with a scope, so when it fire is accurate. Ice got my neck on froze, look like I fractured. It's the type of shit you gon' have to go save your taxes with. Real niggas still around, let's get back to it. Separate these Instagram niggas from who is actually split. Before rap, house traffic and OT. Getting pounds, breaking down the fractions of OZs. I had to wait my turn to watch the game from the nosebleeds. I'm from the Bronx where niggas go to war with their cold D's. So I'm sorry if I don't trust you, nigga. Before I take from a man, I'd rather hustle, nigga. I executed my plan and got destructive with it. Real nigga, Hall of Fame, I better get inducted in it. I can't respect when you don't check on your kids. Running around with some niggas got you ready to bid. You don't get respect unless you respect what you did.
A whip of this thing.
To separate his neck and his wig.
I'm running on my wrist, watch me chase the game. You told on your homies, love ain't the same. I see my mama struggle, had to make a way. I tell her mama move over, I'ma pave the way. I'm running on my wrist, watch me chase the game. You told on your homies, love ain't the same. I see my mama struggle, I'ma make a way. I told her mommy move over, I'ma pave the way.
Weight pit, dead list, cameras at my door, time for a seg trip. Nobody shots leaving his head split. Shot you up close, blast your legs flip. Brillo, RIU, my gun kick like it no kung fu. Get home till you turn blue. When you in that cell going through hell, it's only you. Niggas leave, money go, bitches too. Red laser on your shirt, no missing you. Automatics, binary, switches too. Chanel or Celine, shotgun, red, yellow shells in the machine. Gotta cut him out his jeans. Back to the basics, sweatpants and Asics. Stand through this Hollister window, it's all patience. Rat niggas be wired up, y'all all ages. Find your body is something boarded up, fake it.
I'm running on my wrist, watch me chase the game. You told on your homies, love ain't the same. I see my mama struggle, had to make a way. I tell her mama move over, I'ma pave the way. I'm running on my wrist, watch me chase the game. You told on your homies, love ain't the same. I see my mama struggle, I'ma make a way. I told her mommy move over, I'ma pave the way. That's how you start a live, man.
Shout out to my bro Swelly, man. Shout out to my bro Swelly. Brillo, what up?
Yeah. K baby. Stay in big motion highs.
Early. I like it though.
Can y'all hear us? Can y'all hear us?
Y'all can hear us?
Let us know in the comment section.
Except for
Okay,
sure.
okay.
Yo, Haj, you've been warning people about hugging the corners stores where the devil be hugging souls. Yes, I have. Bronx Farmer in the building. You know, this is what we do, man. We get on the stage, we pull each other up, and that's it. That's the bottom line to it. Playtime is over. You know what I mean? How I said all I need is one mic. Right now, me and Hope is 4/5 tag. We tag teaming this mic right now. No Diddy. No Diddy. We tag teaming this mic right now. No
No
Diddy.
Diddy. I don't think they said they can't hear you.
Now all of a sudden it's tripping, freezing, can't hear you. Um,
Can y'all hear us?
can
Can
y'all
y'all
hear
hear
me?
us?
Yeah, what? Can y'all hear both of us?
Can y'all hear both of us? Let us know in the comment section. It's back now. It's good now. It's going in and out. All right, they can hear us. They can hear us.
Yeah,
We
you
good.
know,
All right.
sometimes they're gonna play the game, but the show must go on. You know, I haven't really been speaking on certain topics, and one of the topics that I want to touch on that I know you're aware of is that pretty much over there at safe to confirm it's not safe outside. So basically, we got a war on two fronts. We got a war in the hood where we live at, where we raising our kids. We got a war basically breaking out on the verge of World War III, where we got Russians with military training off the coast of Florida, and they just basically announced to the world, but the urban area, the world of Negroes, is clueless that they basically said from 18 to 26 they will be recruiting our kids at a time when militaries are practicing for nuclear wars. What's your take on that? How you feel about that?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. If they're gonna take the shooters, let them. Right? Like the shooter who hit grandma the other day. Did you see the post I put up? The 84-year-old grandma got shot, just chilling in her walker in her neighborhood. They shot her. I got a solution for that. Right? Then I'm gonna come back to the question. I said this on my Instagram. I got a solution. The same way we treat rapists, like the guy who threw the belt around a woman's neck, dragged her and raped her, like the little kid who took the $8 from that. I mean, the immigrant who took the $8 from that kid. Like if someone was to just punch an old lady in the face and the whole internet, yo, we gotta get them off the streets by any means, right? The street code go out the window for that. But I wonder why the street code don't go out the window for when a ignorant nigga shoots up the block and hit an 84-year-old grandmother. I want like people like that need the same treatment as the rapist. No, let's get him out of here. He got to go. He got to be held accountable. So if they're gonna take the 18 to 26-year-olds that's doing that, by all means, take their ass, get them out of here. Let them go to war. Let them take them. Take the shooters. They want to shoot. That's what they want to do. Take them.
See
Three innocent
what
bystanders
pisses me.
got killed in Dykeman. Rest in peace to the bro Kite. He was an innocent bystander. Another innocent one of Dykeman's favorites. The mayor DP, shout out to my bro, called me. Like, yo, bro, your man was a innocent bystander. Even his man was an innocent bystander. Someone else got shot, an innocent bystander. They didn't even hit the main target that they were shooting at. They could take that guy too. Take them. If they're gonna take those people. Now, if they're gonna, come and take our kids, that's not man. Like me personally, at that my son, I would rather go to prison than go fight their war. You know what I'm saying?
See, my thing is like this, right? When it comes to our senior citizens and our babies becoming casualties on these streets, it sickens me because everybody knows who the shooter is. When Granny got a snot box rocked, somebody, when he get caught, somebody gonna be saying, "Let my nigga go." While that woman family is crying at the funeral, somebody gonna be saying, "Free my nigga. He was real." Because we have no guidelines in the streets on just being real to the streets, the true to the streets, the true to the game. There is no guidelines no more. Niggas is just doing anything and accepting anything. And the thing that kills me the most, so now you got these 501c3 niggas. that come home from jail that get recruited from the government to walk around with bullhorns and yell at the block after somebody innocent gets shot. Like, no, let's stop playing games. Knock on the little nigga door that's the shooter. Everybody knows where he lives at. Everybody knows who he is. But instead of just addressing him, niggas go outside with the bullhorns and talk indirectly. Playtime is over. You
I
can't
agree
be
with
a
that.
back in the days killer, go to jail, do all that time, and then come home and be a bullhorn nigga. No, grab that little nigga that shot Granny or shot them little kids and give him flying lessons. Let him teach him how to fly down some steps. See
I
if he
agree with
can
that.
glide down the steps. Because the bottom line to it is like what we doing is like we pussyfooting around. We pussyfooting around. It's time to stop playing games, man. It's either we all in or we all out. And if people want to sit up there and act like they hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, when our parents, grandparents, like to have senior citizens actually live in fear while they on their deathbed, and they not in fear of the colonizer, they're in fear of our children. It's insanity.
Yo, I don't get it though. How it's the mentality is it because you can't say because he did it by mistake. How many mistakes we gonna have? Is it because he a shooter? Because if someone was to beat up a grandmother, right, intentionally, they're gonna ostracize him. Oh, we gotta get him off the streets. But the shooter gets away with it and get like you said, gets the free my nigga. I don't get the mentality of us in the hood. Not only just I don't know if you seen it. A guy raped a 13-year-old, trigger warning. He's my hero. Salute to the young dude, beat him up, boom, boom, tied him up, right? And left him for the police. He's a gangster. Y'all call him a rat. I swear, any one of y'all call him a rat, y'all know what y'all could do. He's a gangster. He caught the rapist, beat his ass, tied him up, and held him there for the police. That's gangster.
The
Get this
mayor
nigga
needs to
out of here.
contact that. The mayor needs to contact him and give him the keys to the city.
He need the key to the city. Because
He needs
he
to
did do an
yeah.
interview on the news, so the mayor know who he is. That's how I know about the situation. So I'm saying the same treatment need to go to the niggas who shooting Granny. Somebody need to go beat their ass. Go beat his ass. So what? He's a shooter. No. Go beat his ass. He shot Granny. Go beat his ass. And if he is a part of the game, he needs to be on 5 level to further do. You know what I'm saying? He gotta do some type of work in a positive way to get back a part of the game. Like you said, there's no morals, there's no standards, there's no like discipline. If you do this, this happens. So it's like they can go outside, they feel like go shoot up anyway. Oh shit! Oh, go back in the hood in the crib. What they mean? Damn, shit! I hit grandma. Yo, word, damn, yo, and they all just like it's okay. You couldn't run in my house. If we was in the street and we was had a you know what I'm saying and you bang down and you try to run in my house, yo, you one of the homies? Yo, I just hit a grand. Get the fuck out of my house. You hit an old woman? Get out of my house with the gun smoking, nigga. Get your ass out of here. No standards, no morals,
The
no
sad part
discipline.
about it is that there's a spell that's cast on us, and that spell is that the ideology of being real niggas and bad bitches. There's a spell cast on us when people think that when you live a certain way or you take an oath, until you relieve yourself of that oath, that spell is over your head. And see, what people don't understand, I don't believe in niggas being innocent bystanders when you still claiming gang and a stray bullet catch you. That's the universe telling you, I gave you time to change your ways, and you still carried yourself in the same light. The energy that you have in you that you put out is the energy that's going to come back to you. The problem is with us and our gang culture, we have to rewrite the rules so the universe feels like we are something that's not going against the grain, but we are going with the grain. Once we change our principle, that's why I put certain things. On one side, you got Thanos. On the other side, you got Russell Crowe. Other side, you got the Book of Eli. You got Denzel Washington. We have to clean up our souls. We have to clean up what we stand for. You can still be gang if you rewrite the rules of gang. And then on top of being gang, we have to choose, pick and choose now who we allow into our sets. It's like I was saying in the early days of being Blood on Rikers Island, and I was talking about OG Mac, right? I don't care what nobody says about OG Mac, what he did in the past. That one moment in life and time, he took some of the greatest and strongest soldiers and united us for a cause where we was being oppressed. And you had some of the greatest, like you had dudes that put their differences to the side, and we seen each other when we was outnumbered, and it was an all-out war with us just holding each other down. And dudes were so courageous, it just started spreading. Now, what has to happen is if you're gonna be recruited to be a special unit, part of a special gang, there has to be a criteria that you walking with. There has to be a criteria of rules. Is when they say, like they say, blood in, blood out. Like, no, this should be something where people is disqualified, like automatically. Like, listen, man, we gonna
Automatic.
give you your walking papers because first and foremost, you're not representing this right. Now, if your set is an ignorant set, by all means, have a bunch of ignorant niggas. But if your set is we if we 20 years into this set, at the top of that set has to be somebody that's actually saying, all right, I'm 40, 50, 60 years old now. These are the new rules. We can't be running by the rules of somebody that made the set when they was 20 years old.
Exactly.
We have to get the revived rules of who we are and what we doing in these streets by somebody that said, okay, now I'm the godfather, I'm the grandfather, and I'm not a grandfather age. And some of these rules that we had, we made these as children. So now we got dudes that's running around that think it's cute to say, I'm Blazer, I'm sex money, I'm this, I'm that. But they carrying the ideology of somebody that's more mature than what they was when they started it. Let's get back to the principles now where it feels good to say, okay, yo, I'm Blazer, I'm trendy, I'm whatever it is. It feels good because we bring in integrity into this shit. Instead of just, okay, well, I can't speak on that. He's part of my set, but I can't say nothing about him because this is the set. No, he just knocked down Granny, my nigga. You have to say something.
Mm-hmm.
You have to. He just knocked down Granny. Dude, it's like the situation in Brooklyn. Two kids getting shot in the park. I don't care what time it is. Keep your gangster ass out of the park. Whether it's nighttime or daytime, the PARK is for children.
For churches off limits. I don't care who you see there, and that's why back in the day, that our mothers and grandmothers used to be like, "Yo, when the street lights cut off, get your ass in the house," because they knew the gangsters told them like, "Yo, when the street lights cut off, it's gonna go down. Take the kids in the house because at nighttime that's when we gonna go crazy." Now these niggas shooting broad day. Granny got hit in broad day. Granny got hit probably waiting for her grandkids to come off the school bus. A little bit more, maybe one of the kids would have got hit. And I love how you say rewrite. We do got to rewrite the rules because, like you said, they are following the ideology of a teenager. But who's no longer a teenager, who's a 50-year-old man now, who don't think the same. And if you really respect that man and you follow in any one of these, these leaders, you know that they don't think the same. They thought you got 30-year-old men. That's you're a grown man at 30 following the ideology of an 18, 19, 20-year-old. And they don't even understand that. Y'all trying to outlive and outdo someone when they was 18 who's not even on the streets no more. They in jail doing life in prison. It just doesn't make any sense. So yeah, we do gotta rewrite. Like homie who hit Granny or them two kids. Yo, y'all can do what y'all want, but just don't represent this. Now you're on your own. Now when you go out there, you ain't got no homies. Yo, homie said we ain't fucking with you. Now your ops on your ass, and they don't want that. They want to stay connected. So it got to be some rewriting and some structure. It got to be some laws, some rules. And for y'all, yo, it's a lot of people that's gonna watch this live. Share this with your little homies. Let them know we speaking to them. We don't have the time to. We don't. We're not. You know what I mean? Me and Haas is removed from hanging on the corner. You know what I mean? I lost two homies this year from hanging on the corner. Rest in peace, Kite. Rest in peace, Inf. Both out my age, 40 plus, hang outside on the corner. Like how I say, it's safe to say it ain't safe outside. That quote right there is so powerful, bro. It's not safe outside, especially them corners. For what? So we ain't going outside on the corner. Me and Haas not going on the bullhorn. Actually, this is more powerful than on the corner with a bullhorn because we reach thousands of people. And this live is gonna reach thousands of people. Send this to your loved ones. Send this to your little homies. Send this to the little homie that's in power in the hood. Or pardon me, the big homie, because they might be younger than me. But send this to the big homie that's in power in the hood. Let them know, like, yo, yeah, set the rules. Yo, if y'all hit an old lady or kid, you're not a part of this no more. You're out of here, man. Beat their ass, you're out of here. Yeah, y'all have to. Like, y'all have to set that rule. That rule has to be stamped and embedded in these niggas' heads because they not getting it. And I know, listen, that you don't, and if you don't want to, don't. But I'm telling you, as a grown man with friends my age, that some of them is in law enforcement, some of them is lawyers now, some of them correction officers or doing whatever they do in life. They tell me they're coming to sweep all the games. And niggas hitting kids and old ladies is bringing heat to you. So if you have some power in your hood, and your even if you're not a part of a gang, in your hood or in your set in your gang, remember it's not illegal to be in the gang. It's not illegal until illegal acts start happening. And then the person at the top, let me tell you, I was locked up for conspiracy. I was locked up for conspiracy. I beat a conspiracy charge. I was in that law library. I know my case top to bottom. I know everything I was charged with. The law top to bottom. It doesn't matter if the person at the top don't know what the person at the bottom is doing. That's not an excuse. You can still go down for conspiracy. Again, let me say it again. If the person at the top of the conspiracy, which means in the head, doesn't even know what the person at the bottom is doing, you can still go to jail. Stupid. So start putting these niggas on punishment.
Matter
For
of fact,
real.
I'm glad you said that because like like what happened in your case? Like how what was you charged with? People need to know what was you charged with? What happened in your case? Like, let's run us through that. What was you charged with?
So I was charged with conspiracy in the first, second, third, and fourth, and I was charged with some shootings. So conspiracy in the first, this statute was so messed up that they actually took this statute out. So conspiracy in the first consisted of
Was that
if you're the,
Rico?
if you're at the age of 18, it was a felony. It was a felony, mind you. The only thing that's a felonies in New York State is murder and kidnapping, like shit like that. You know what I mean? This conspiracy. So that's why we had no bail. But conspiracy in the first degree is when you're 18 or over and you commit a B felony or over with someone under the age of 16. Let me say it again. If you're 18 or over and you commit a B felony or over, right, with someone under the age of 16, let me tell you what a B felony consists of. A simple crack sale. A nickel bag, dime bag crack sale is a B felony. So if you got someone under the age of 15 selling drugs and they're part of your gang, I just told you it doesn't matter if the person at the top know what the person at the bottom is doing. You can be locked up for conspiracy in the first degree, which holds a life sentence. It wasn't for the shootings that I was charged with, was I was facing life. I would say I was facing life in prison. It was that A felony. That conspiracy in the first degree had me facing life in prison. That shit. That shit was scary.
So you ended up going to trial on that case.
Yeah, I ended up going to trial. I stood on Rikers Island 4 years. For y'all that don't know, I know I'm being introduced to a lot of new people. Salute to the audience. Yeah, I wound up sitting on Rikers Island for 4 years, and I went to trial, and my trial lasted 2.5 months, and I beat them. I was acquitted on 12/12/12, December 12th, 2012, 12/12/12, a day that would never happen again. That's how I know,
Wow.
whatever you believe in, God, Allah, the universe, open up that portal for me, that 12/12/12 portal for me to come through and do what I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do this, because I know I didn't get lucky. I was let out. I was the doors open for me to do this because I made a promise. And I won't really share exactly what that promise is, because that promise is between me and my divine source, right? But I made a promise, and I have to keep it. That's why, I mean, I go through struggles, but I don't waver. I don't step back outside in the streets, and destroy my community, because I made a promise, and I got to keep it, because I know the minute I stray away, something might happen to me because I deviated from the promise, the plan. So I gotta walk in this path. You know what I'm saying?
That is, if people don't really understand is like doing 4 years on Rikers Island. I did three straight on Rikers Island. Doing 4 years on Rikers Island is equivalent to doing like 15 years up north.
Yo, for real, it's terrible, man. The way if you eating that disgusting food, you drinking the faucet water. I drink faucet water for 4 years straight. I was just telling the rabbit hole the other day that I had like little black spots on my back.
On my
Like,
back,
yeah,
on my back, the same spot, bumps coming out of my
yes.
back. I was
Oh my,
glad that it was on my back and at my face.
yeah. I,
Yeah,
I think it's from drinking the water, bro, and showering in that water. It gotta be, cause I don't have it no more. It went away, right? We don't got it no more.
right.
We come home, it's that water. You know what I mean? Cause I drink
I
faucet
used to
water
be
for
busting the
four
bumps
years
on my
straight.
back just like this. Wow, that's crazy you said that because you're the only person I ever heard actually bring up having those bumps on our back. Yeah,
Them
that's
fucking black bumps,
crazy.
right? Them shits, like where
That's
that shit come from, right?
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And yo, yeah, man. It was a I know like reconciling experience for me. It'd be a lot of wars going on and all that too. But for me, it was the I got into it with police a lot, the COs. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like the way they used to treat us, man. They treat us like nothing. You went the same when you in jail, you got the same outfit on that a crackhead got. So they ain't looking at you no different. You know what I mean? Unless they know who you are, which some people are respected a little more, but for the most part, you're brought down to the level of a crackhead that's in there because y'all got the same suit on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all use that same phone. Y'all eat that same meal. I mean, you might have a little commissary more than somebody, but still, you in the same cell with that crackhead is in.
It's crazy because when I was on Rikers Island in the 90s, we still was able to wear our clothes. So we was still getting niggas was still getting fresh. Niggas was getting robbed of their clothes. Niggas was getting robbed of their belt. You was getting robbed of your watch. Niggas was getting robbed of like, oh man, back then niggas was wearing Guess when Guess jeans and shit like you was getting got
Yeah,
for
at a
your
time
shit.
when I went as a adolescent, yeah, they were still doing that in and back in. Yeah, I went adolescent twice in 99 and in 2000. They were still doing that, but then they started taking like you could have sweatsuits and shit. They was what I'm saying, and then I think now everybody got the jumpers and shit. Word.
Man, I tell you, you know what? I be laughing, man, because when I think about jail, and I still speak to some of the niggas that's in there. My little cousin in there right now, he going through hell. He's going through hell. He just got stabbed in his head in one jail. Now he in another jail in the doozy in it. He like, listen, man, I'm trying to go home. And they on some it don't work like that. Like you gotta get active. He got seven, he got, what I mean, he got 7 years. And he like, I want to go home. I don't want to do a day over 7 years. I want to go
He
home.
got
And
a
they like,
fresh seven.
nah. Yeah, he got a friend. He got 2 years in, 3 years in, 2 or 3 years in, and it's he going through it. And it's like, for me, I tell people all the time, I'm never gonna tell you I'm never going back to jail. What I'm gonna tell you is because it's always a war to be fought. It's too much shit going on in the streets. So I'm not gonna sit up there and say, well, it's time for me to get active. I ain't gonna get active. The reality of it is living in New York. If you go outside and you ain't got it on you, you play you gambling. And if you go outside and you do got it on you, and the police just so happen to pick your lottery ticket, and they pull you out of your car and you got that on you, and you don't beat that case, you're going to jail.
Going to jail for a long time now for guns in New York, and that's why I would never move. I live in Atlanta now. A lot of people know that, but I would never move to another state that's not a gun carry state. You know what I mean? I like it feels so
Right,
good to not have gun boys jump out on you every second. Like we grew up on that. That shit seemed regular. Like in Atlanta, it's like they don't do that. They don't have niggas because guns are legal here. And concealed carry is legal. You know what I mean? They just made that legal during the pandemic. Like you can conceal carry without a permit. You know what I mean? And like it's the best feeling in the world. Most people think like, well, everybody got a gun, so it's a little more respectful because you don't know who got a
right.
gun legally. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And the people that got a gun don't want to lose their gun being ignorant. They like the option to be able to say, I got my gun on me, officer. What's the problem? They love that.
Exactly.
Only in New York where we live in it back with ass backwards, where first and foremost, in the black community, the same way I watch videos on Instagram and TikTok, where the Chinese kids taking guns apart in elementary school. They're actually taking apart the guns and cleaning it. Every black boy in America should get training from their daddy, from at home, on what to do and how to use a gun. So you just don't go outside and decide anybody can get it. Those are the most disrespectful words, but at the same time, I also understand that because sometimes these little savages running around the streets, when you do somebody so bad and you standing next to the person that decided that they wanted to, like my situation with me being a bronze swimmer, it takes everything for me not to go outside and say anybody can get that standing next to this nigga because anybody that knows who he is knows you should already know not to stand next to him. And see, this is the problem with people and how dirty niggas in the hood is. I got a beef this nigga don't know about. You don't know I got a beef. So I tell you to come hang out with me because I stirred some shit up. So now I want to look like I ain't by myself and we standing outside in front of the bodega. And the next thing you know, the nigga that you got beef with comes and claps at you in front of the store, and the nigga that's standing next to you get hit. Now he's RIP, and you dips off. You going in the wind.
That's what just happened. That shit crazy.
You dips right off, going in the wind. And see, the thing about it is that right. First and foremost, when you get a certain age, and a lot of people gonna get mad at me for saying this, where everybody like you suppose so. If you standing outside in front of the store at 11 o'clock at nighttime and you ain't use a bozo. I don't care who gets offended. You got a wife at home, go home.
Go home.
It's safe to say it ain't safe outside. Honestly speaking, some of y'all watching need to hear this. You always look stupid when a nigga pull up on a block and you standing in front of the same store every day. Every day, you look like you don't have a life. And the reality of it is, I'm saying it, but the people that see you doing that every day, when they go upstairs and they talking and gossiping, they're talking about you because you look stupid standing in the same spot in front of the same store every day. If ain't nobody ever told you that, let me be the first to tell you, you look dumb. You look like you don't have absolutely no life. And then when you get a certain age, because the kids, the young kids, we understand they out there. It's their time to be out there and make mistakes. But you dudes that's standing outside in front of that store, you 25 and up, you look ridiculous.
It ain't even
30
no
is not the
money.
new 20.
It's no more. It's no money. Like back in, see, they live in an old dream. Back in the day, niggas used to be on a block and sell and hustle. I used to hustle out of the stores, make thousands of dollars, selling a lot of crack. That's what I did growing up. Y'all stand in front of the stores, it ain't even no money. At least you can say, okay, even that was to me. And I look back now, like, damn, man, it was dangerous. You know what I mean? We was still out there in front of those stores. Niggas knew we was gonna be at every day, but at least I was making money. You niggas just stand in front of the store for what? For what? It ain't even no weed is yo. I was amazed. I seen niggas smoking weed in front of police when I just came from New York. I said, y'all could do that now. I'm talking about yo, bro, the fucking beat walking. I'm talking about they standing right next to us. Niggas like, I said, yo, bro, the police. Niggas said, Hulk is legal here. I haven't been in New York in so long. I'm like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it ain't even no. Even standing in front of the store, something. Fuck it, they selling weed out of the stores down, the Akis and shit. Like, you niggas stand in front of the store for what?
Well,
Standing,
let me ask you a
yo, you
question,
said it.
Hope.
Eyes, go home. Go home.
It's legal, but does it being legal, does it make it look like it has integrity? Some things we knew, like when our elders and our parents came in the building to put it away. I don't care how old I get. If I got a blunt in my hand and I see the elders coming, I have to put it behind my back and hide it.
That part.
It's just the way we was raised. Like you, certain neighbors came in the building. I don't care how old I am right now. If I still see those same elder, like my mother's friends, I have to put some shade on it. I'll even hide my cup. I put my cup on the floor behind my back when I see my elders coming in and I'm grown. It's just a passage of being a man and showing the respect to the elders. Now there is no respect. And the
I think
sad part about it is that they tricked us out of our position with the rap game because now it's like there's no heroes, there's no leaders, it's just rappers and actors. And people are leaning towards more of the rappers than the actors. We washed up. It's like we don't have nobody in the community where we can say this is the face of the community. And if we do have somebody that's supposed to be the face of the community, now it's through a 501c3. The 501c3 is so foul that it corrupted the church. Now, like you still had good pastors back in the days that had come outside with a shotgun and face the KKK. Now you have children that's outside on demon time, but the pastor's at the plate. Matter of fact, they ain't got the plate no more. It's Cash App.
how I will say this though. The 501c3 on that with that, yeah, but there is some good brothers using the 501c3 for the right cause, and that's really making a change. That's really going out there. That's really so. Like shout out to the Guns Down Life Up program, right? It's not just they do go out in the hood. 'Cause I was actually with them in the hoods, talking to the kids, trying to get these dead beefs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But also, it's a lot of victims, Haas, and we work with a lot of victims too. You gotta nurse these people mentality to go back into the world after they've been victimized, shot, stabbed, raped. You know what I'm saying? Um, or some kids that just dealing with mental health issues. They coming in like this by the droves from not even harm, no victims, just dealing with mental health. So there's the Guns Down Life Up program actually mentors these kids, hired them, give them jobs, some of you jobs, give them jobs, and really change. I seen young dudes' life get changed around with the 501c3 and some of these brothers. Now there is some out there just using it, like you said, getting the budget, raping the budget, doing whatever they do. We all know the church has been doing that to us forever. But I did want to big up the ones that is really using it. You know what I mean? The
Shout out,
501c3.
shout out to shout out to Guns Down Life Up and all the brothers out there that's doing positive work. But what I have to say is that as long as they control our budget, they control us. As long as they control our budget, we shouldn't have to have a 501c3. We should have it set up to where that those brothers from Guns Down Life Up and all the other groups, because there's so many of them, we should be sponsoring them to where that they don't have to answer to this satanic system, the same system. Like, because here's the thing, right? You can't give us a budget to fix the problem and actually create the budget to destroy us at the same time, too. It doesn't work well. That's evil. That's manipulation at its finest. So you're going to give us a budget to fix us, and you're going to have the budget to destroy us at the same time? No. And so it has to be at a point to where that either A, we got to outsmart them. Okay, cool. Y'all think y'all manipulating us? We're
Right.
going to take what you got and we're
Mm-hmm.
going to flip it. And see, the problem is niggas ain't flipping it on them. Niggas is complying. Because once you stop complying, they're going to cut the budget. So now, depending on who's in that office and who's getting paid and skimming, because it's always the thief, it's always somebody like that chick from Black Lives
Black
Matter
Lives Matter. Yeah.
that's going who run with $80 million like it ain't nothing. And the people don't see nothing out of that. It's always a game being played. You can't sit up there and do like they did in Reagan days and go over to Afghanistan and take all the poppy seeds and then send all the dope back to our community. And then at the same time say, hey, we got this 501c3 for you or for you guys over here. Here, we want you to do this over. Now you got guidelines on how we can save our people. And that's not going to work for me. Keep your money, keep your welfare. I want you to take your welfare back. Take your disability back. Some niggas gotta lose their grandmother to diabetes. Some niggas gotta lose their mother to a heart attack for them to sit up there and say this is never gonna happen again. No more rolling out the red carpet where you feeding us food stamps. Now I don't want your food stamps. Now I want us to figure out how to get some acres where that we can sit up there and grow our food. Because the reality of it is that every time I turn around and I log on this internet, somebody is sending me Elon Musk and some other these mad scientists creating these robots where you will not have a job in the future. You don't need a job when nature gives you everything for free. But when you got these corporations buying up all the land, there won't be no land for you to use because you had the option to buy it and you chose not to. There will not be no food for you to eat if you don't have land for it to grow. If you can't work, you can't eat. Now, when Trump's sitting up there talking about, okay, he said he gonna cut taxes. Everybody that's working like, yay, not realizing that them taxes is what the money comes from for disability, welfare, Section 8. So now you telling me once you cut those taxes, everybody that partakes in those programs will be homeless.
Mm.
So now it's like, all right, you thought you was winning something. We keeping you down. Some people don't care. Their money is only going to take care of them, and they don't care about who else becomes a casualty of war. But in all actuality, if you lose your job, 9 times out of 10, you're going to stay with a chick that got Section 8 and got welfare. When that's eliminated, everybody's homeless. That's why they said in this new world order, you will own nothing and still be happy. You know why? Because on the road to owning nothing and still be happy, you're going to lose everything. So when they give you something for free, when you living in these smart cities and they controlling how much you eating, they giving you your daily portion of what you going to eat, where you can't even own your furniture because you so poor that they're going to supply you with furniture that you're going to rent for the rest of your life. You will own nothing and be happy at the same time. So damn, what would make you actually? Because the reality of it is, a nigga will go buy a Benz today, drive it for 2 weeks, and still ain't happy. Now he want the range. Now he want the Ferrari. We ain't happy. So times is gonna get so hard on this earth when they decide to kick out these programs again. You will own nothing and be happy at the same time.
You're right.
Shit is about to get real.
It's already real, bro. They still burning chicken farms. I don't know if you just seen that. They burnt more chicken farms. Also, there's people going inside of stores taking magnets, putting it on chicken, and then sticking. What are they doing to the food? Why is magnets sticking to chicken? You know what I'm saying? You will, like you said, you will own that and be happy. You will be in these. I'm not saying that you're going to be there. I'm saying this is what they got planned to put you in a smart city, which is a 15-minute city, which means that you will not be able to go outside of 15 minutes. They will have it gated off, and without a pass, you will not be able to go outside and visit your other family that's in the next city. Think of if you're from the Bronx, think of the 15-minute city being as big as the Soundview section. That's it. Just from Bronx River to Soundview to Castle Hill to Monroe Projects, Bronxdale. That's it. And Watson. That's it. That'll be your 15-minute city. Anywhere you could get 15 minutes walking on a bike, that's a 15-minute city. That's small. Think about being trapped within, confined within that. That's their plans. Like he said though, yo, let's talk about the food like you were just talking about, bro. I don't know if you've seen the Walmart watermelons. People are cutting up the watermelons coming from Walmart and they sizzling like, what is that?
They're
That's not
rubber. Some of them are rubber.
rubber. Yeah. What else? What else sizzles like that? Like like it's letting air out.
You know what's crazy? Explain to me how there's a recall on over 1 million bottles of Fiji water. And if you drink this bottled water, because it has something in it, it could cause you to have brain damage. Water. So now all the people that went out there and was doomsday prepping, preparing for World War III, all the pole shifts, all because the poles are shifting. We see whales jumping out the ocean, birds falling out the sky, sinkholes falling throughout different cities, different like when you look at different cities, different towns, different countries, just it's flooding everywhere. Storms are not storms anymore. It's flooding everywhere, and there's no warning sign like when people like, yo, there's no urgency to get ready, to get prepared. It's just party and bullshit with black people. Every stupid celebrity gossip video goes viral. But real conversations, I mean, let's be real. We got, when the hell you ever seen me with 1,500 people watching me?
Never.
Because they realize that we are in the signs of the times right now, and they have to control the outlets that they gave us. They know who's the whistleblower. They know who's going to say something. So they cutting you short and slow deading you on your audience before it gets to that point because now they want to control the information. We know my following is massive. We sat back and watched them keep me at 400,000 and some change for years. But yet I'm going viral all over the place, pulling my Charleston White before Charleston White. So I tell niggas like this is not the first time they did this to me. But
Not at
now they
all.
putting the clamp real hard because ever since I sat down with Evil, Whack 100, Takashi 69, academics, all them niggas is on the opposite side of the door. All they did was let the beast know. You see this nigga right here? You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And it's like at the end of the day, yeah, there's a lot going on in this world that we living in right now. Good people. When this draft come and they start recruiting our kids in an army that has no military, we have no army no more. Most of the soldiers left the army because they didn't want to take that bullshit that they was giving out. They
And
didn't want to
we
take
can't
that
even talk
shit.
about that. As soon as we start talking about, even though we was right all the time, you see everything that's coming out with Fauci, you see with Fauci, you see all that. Oh, they told y'all to social this, stay away, 6 feet away from your family. You're gonna get grandma sick. Oh, come to find out, we lied. We made it all up. Oh, put on a mask, it's gonna protect you. Don't put on 3 masks. Come to find out, we lied. We made it all up. Come on, man. Like,
Yo, did you see what they did to Alex Jones?
oh my God, they did, man. But yo, hi. Let me be honest with you, right? So I'm demonetized on Instagram. They demonetized me 3 months ago for a video in 2020, and I hit up face because I'm verified. So you can hit up Facebook. Their people, customer service. So I'm like, yo, why am I demonetized for this picture that was? They said, oh, that's how the algorithm works now. They're going back. And it doesn't matter if it was posted years ago, you could get flagged for that. I said it's not even on my page no more. They said, oh, but you posted it before. So they save all of our posts. They flagged me for a post, or they demonetized me and they shadow banned me. I was just showing my brother. That's why I'm like, look, you doing all these numbers.
Hold on,
Why don't
hold on,
shadow
hold
ban me?
on. Rewind, rewind. You don't even have it on your page,
It's not even on my page.
so they saved your post that you put, and even though
Mhm.
you took it off,
Yes,
they still have a copy of that you posted this. Okay, so basically, what they doing is they got, oh wow, they got the book of deeds.
yeah,
This is your book of
the book
judgment. So
exactly.
in the future, when they deem certain people to be villains to their new world order, they gonna go back to Facebook, the shit that you posted, and it may cost you. Wow.
Exactly. And look, and it's not even on my page no more. It was 3 years ago. And you know what it was about? It was about the Democrats. So I said all that to say we got an election coming up, Haas. Of course they're gonna pull your page down. It's an election coming up. They're gonna play with our
Wow.
pages. It's an election coming up. It was about
The
the
funny
Dem.
part
You know
about
how
it
we
is
be going in.
we know presidents are selected. Why are we even playing this game? Like they act like they hate Trump. Like, come on, cut it out, man. Y'all selected him before y'all select him again. It's just basically they giving you an option to choose the is it the lesser of evil? Because
It's
the reality of it is the one thing Biden for the first time today, I appreciated Biden when he's passing a law, and I don't like Biden. Let's make this clear. He's passing a law that if you don't have your papers and you've been in America for 10 years, he's automatically making it so where that you can stay and you can sign up to stay in this country. To whereas when Trump decides to unleash ICE, you might have been in here for 20 years, 30 years, but never got your green papers. You're going back home. And the sad part about it is there's kids that's been living in America, that's been in America since they've been 2 or 3 years old, and they don't know their family back in the other countries, and they got arrested for a crime and got shipped back to their countries, and they're homeless over there. They at the airport. They don't know none of their family over here because their family been over here for decades. So there is nobody that's going to take them in when they get back to those countries. You are a total stranger.
Yeah, I think that is messed up. But I just think that Biden, he opened up the borders and flooded us with all these immigrants. That's like, now look what they doing. These old migrants. They, you can't call them immigrants no more, right? I guess everything is offensive. But look what they doing. It's a lot of
Nigga, they border jumpers. You're illegals. You illegally jumped over that border. You are illegal. You committed a crime. We
they
not gonna
do
sit
need
up
to
here and
go
play
back.
games.
There's not
Y'all let
enough
us
room
come,
here for them. They need to go
nigga.
back.
Why is it that we gotta be searched to leave the country to even go to different states? We gotta go through all types of immigration and all types of shit. But they just opened up the border and let everybody in. And
And
see
they
what
could
I be
have.
trying to tell yo, let me tell you something, man. When you really, really start to download from the universe, and then you go back to watching certain movies, right? Where they build certain walls and you couldn't get out the country. Like people don't understand. We saying build the wall, build the wall, build the wall because we seeing what's happening with these people coming from prisons from overseas and they coming over here raping and robbing our women. But see, the flip side is when the poles shift, there's going to be places in America that's going to go underwater, like New York. And when certain states get divided because they got 15-minute cities and like certain like Texas is ready to break away from America, certain
Hmm.
other states. So now what happens when we try to go to Mexico or we try to go to Cuba or somewhere else and they like, nah, build a wall, keep them niggas over here because we got to the point where we didn't want the aliens or the illegals coming in here. So now they don't want us, but they know there's a pole shift coming. The poles are shifting in certain countries and certain states and cities, we see what's happening. They're being flooded
You're
on a
being
daily
flooded.
basis, and it's getting worse and worse. So now, what happens when we need to evacuate, but they close the highways, and we're not even allowed in different states?
You seen that big
Michael
ass
May in the
door that they
building,
put
just
on
showing the love and support to the two biggest. Thank you, family, for sponsoring this war,
You seen that big ass door they put on the Lincoln Tunnel?
nigga. The first time I spoke about that, they shut my whole page down while I
Wow.
was live. The first time I spoke about that, they got floodgates not only on the Lincoln Tunnel, but certain subway systems where they can close the gates where the water can't come through the subways underground.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Certain subways got gates where it closes and you can't, the water will not come in. It keeps the water out. Yeah.
So it's gonna keep the city flooded.
See, the whole thing about that is that they got underground cities that we don't know about.
That part.
And we
That
already see that the small hats is already digging. We done
they,
caught them digging.
they was doing their own digging. Like,
They doing
where
their
y'all
own
going?
digging.
Hold on. Why is a baby stroller down there?
Yeah, what are we doing here? What do we got there? Okay,
Why you got a playpen down here? What y'all doing down here?
for real, like
Why you got a bed with dolls? What's going on?
scary. It's
Yeah,
getting
yeah, you
spooky.
can't even talk about them, man.
It's getting spooky.
It's getting spooky out there. Yeah, New York is a big has big underground city too. A lot of people don't know that. New York has, y'all see the subway
Listen,
system,
let me
but
let me
it's
make something clear to y'all, right? When you see us speaking in code and we not saying certain things, stop spelling it out in the comment section because all you doing is telling the algorithm to attack my page.
right. I
So
see
what you
that.
do is if you see us speaking in code, don't be a dirty, rotten scoundrel. Don't be a bastard. Because what you doing is foul, and y'all know what y'all doing when y'all do that. If we speaking in code, we trying to protect ourselves. Don't be bold on my shit. Go be bold on your shit.
Exactly.
That's what you do. Because the reality of it is, we share our information and we make money off this shit. Don't come over here and try to put us in the poorhouse. Don't sit up there and make us lose our platforms and shit like that. Because y'all niggas want to be dumb. You know what you doing. Don't do it again.
Exactly. Bozos. Bozos. Yeah, they definitely playing with your numbers. You never have 1,700 people. I
Come
never
on,
see
man. They
you with no
playing
less
games.
than
Nigga, my last live had 10,000 people. It showed that in my own analytics that we had 10,000. When the live started over, they started me off over with no views at all. And then over a period of time, they let me get 10,000 over hours. Like, yeah, they doing me dirty, and they taking my videos. I can show you my last live I did. I go to my analytics. That live is in the gold for me not to get paid. I didn't say anything on that live for them to do that to me. But at the same time, there's certain YouTubers that's mass flagging me. There's certain people behind the scenes that's messing with my shit. See my last live right here? 25,000 views. It's in the gold. Why is it limited ads on that? The streets don't love nobody.
And it's, it's really talented to take the talent somewhere else, bro. Like for real, really, really
It's
talented.
time to build our own website.
But
But you
on
know what
webs.
though?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna start off like I said, we're gonna start off on patreon.com, Hassan Campbell. We're gonna stop playing, we're gonna move over there first because that's already established. And certain things that you don't get on this platform, we see what they doing. It's like it
You
is
can
what
go
it is.
live over
Okay.
there.
Yeah. I just gotta learn how to do it. I gotta practice first. And that's what
Wow.
we're gonna start doing, going live over there. Because the reality of it is that it's like with President Trump, right? President Trump got convicted, and within 2 hours, the nigga raised $50 million. They
Me.
take care of their people. We have to take care of our people. Your voice in this world is the most powerful weapon. That's why Alex Jones was basically fined $1.5 billion.
They did him dirty. They trying to. They finished him. They ain't even trying to
Come on,
finish him. They finished him.
why do niggas call me when I'm live and you can see that I'm live?
I hate that.
Why? Crackhead? Nigga pull the crackhead move. Nigga calling me, he see me live. I know you see me live, my nigga. Then again, he might not have got the notification. He might not have got the notification.
Whack 100 said he putting straight. I spoke to Whack 100 today because he seen that interview go with me and my brother. Whack
I
was
mean, the
funny, bro.
reality of it is what Whack 100 is doing is he's trying to control the amount of people or energy coming at him at one time. He's trying to control that, and he's not going to control that. You're not going to do niggas dirty and then think you're going to call niggas whenever you want to and put the fire out. Now, I don't. It doesn't work like that, my nigga. We ain't never. First of all, we ain't never let a nigga punch us in the eye through the internet, and then they're gonna turn around and say, "All right, we ain't gonna fight today." Nah, I'm gonna punch you in your eye back, nigga. I need to hit you back, my nigga. Like, stop it. You trying to destroy niggas' images. You trying to disrespect niggas. And then when you go into your clubhouse and everything else, you trying to make niggas look like they punks. Like you just that nigga where you could disrespect, violate niggas, go stand outside in niggas' hoods, and then post up on the internet like you just the only reason why that nigga fell back is because he seen the strength between me and you that day. He called me on the phone. I was on my way driving down south. And I answers the phone. He's on the phone. Like, nigga, you sitting up there with Adam 22 laughing about getting my monetization taken. I don't want to be friends with you, my nigga. Any
That,
man that's willing to take food out of your children's mouth, legal money at that,
that's what I don't.
and to
This
tell
is
you
my
good
this is my
luck,
whole thing. It's like, are we gonna beef on the internet? We gonna argue about like let's make money doing it. Why you want to mass flag me to stop my money? I'm not mass flagging you. And not only that, if we gonna beef on the internet and we can make some money off the shit, why not take the fight for 100,000? You know what I mean? Celebrity boxing offered both of us 100K to fight. Why not take it? We could have made more than 100K. And then nigga, let's go have a drink afterwards. I don't care. We just both made 100,000. Let's go have a drink. Hey, look, nigga, I
nigga, I
fought you
want to
well. I
punch
fought
that
you
nigga in
well.
the face with the gloves off. I want to box him with the gloves off. I don't want no gloves on.
I want them.
Even though I'm not gonna lie, that nigga face looked like ground beef.
this is stupid.
That nigga face looked like Brillo. He got all them craters, meatloaf face. Let me stop.
This is stupid.
Meatloaf face.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I wanted to do that for that 100K, but it's all good. It's all good, y'all. We
So
gonna
let me
keep it moving.
let me ask you something. What you think about the rap game right now?
Oh, the rap game. I think that. it looks like they deliberately destroying the rap game. Um, you
They
know,
are.
Sexy Red is not a good artist to me. I don't care what y'all say, just because she got records out and they made them to hit records. They made you like. I don't like it at all. Rap game is trash, bro. It's trash. It's really really trash. I gotta go dig for my artists that I like. There's dope artists out there.
JTR TV podcast called the nigga Cookie Face. That
I gotta go dig for the
nigga.
artists that I like. You know what I'm saying? The dope artists. But what's pushed to us, the mainstream rap is whack. But there's some dope. There's some dope. There's definitely some dope artists out there. Yeah, yeah. You just gotta go search for them. Or you got, when you come across them, support them. Listen to them. Don't just listen to who they put in front of you on a
See, the
blog.
bad part about it is that back in the days, niggas wasn't getting paid for rap. So a nigga created a dope song. Everybody had their boom boxes outside, like, and it spread like wildfire from niggas standing outside playing the boom boxes. Now it's like a nigga make a dope song and won't release it because they want money for it. And that's what's killing hip hop. Hip hop didn't start off with money. Money is the root of evil. Money is the reason why we lost hip hop because they seen where they could capitalize off of it, and they started copyrighting and claiming. And next thing you know, now we going through their system. Hip hop left the streets and went to the corporations. In order to save it, you got to bring it back to the streets. See, the one thing that K Flock and all the rest of them young boys did in the Bronx, they figured it out. Let's get away from these old ass heads, create our own sound, like in the beginning of hip hop. And yo, these niggas was outside 100, 200 deep on every block. And I don't agree with the killing and drilling, but they brought the Bronx back.
They did. Free K Flock. That's my little bro, man. He definitely did, man. So a lot of little K Flocks running around, and that's good. Very influential. And like I said on my podcast, is that I say Free K Flock because Free K Flock, he really want to come out here and make a change. He reached out to me to do that. The interview I did with him, where he's saying he want to be an advocate for anti. He know what his music did, and he want to make a change. He want to tell these kids like, nah, it ain't worth it. So I'm gonna support him in that message all day, every day, because I was once in that seat and I didn't have that support. I was once there facing life in prison, and I changed while I was in there. Nobody believed me. Now look, I came home and showed everybody. Look, so he deserved another shot too. Free K Flock.
You know
Uh,
what pissed me off? Because for a long time I wanted to sit down with D Thing and K Flock. Now D Thing is home, and I just seen a video with D Thing was shaming A Boogie because he don't be outside on the block. And I didn't like that because my whole thing is I want to see D Thing win. I know his mother, I know his godmother. I want to see D Thing win, but I don't like that ignorant energy that he's bringing back out here. He know what he just went through in the penitentiary. Why are you gonna play that game all over again, nigga? You know what you just went through.
nigga, A Boogie a millionaire. Fuck you doing on the block?
Exactly.
We see what
You're not
happened to
supposed.
niggas who
Listen,
stand
man.
on the block. Why? I don't want to stand on the block. I'm staying in my mansion. My family could come see me. Why do I need to be on the block?
My whole thing now is like I don't care who try to shame me for not being outside. There's gonna be days I'm gonna be outside, but I'm gonna stick and move, and I'm gonna teach you niggas how to stick and move. Because the reality of it is, well, you know you in the matrix, right? And you know you black. You know you are the hunted, right? Because there is a colonizer, and you was the one colonized. And from time to time, you're gonna get colonized all over again in different ways, even if it's from your own people. Your neighborhoods have been set up like the jungle. You better move like there's lions, tigers, and bears. Nigga, if you stick your face in a lake to drink water, you better make sure the alligator ain't jumping up to snatch your face. That is the design of this world that we living in right now. You can't let your opponent get up on you.
That's a
Playtime is
fact.
over. In these streets where we come from, it's kill or be killed, man. It's kill or be killed. And it's just that simple. If you are outside on game time
and you die on gang time, you are not a civilian, my nigga. It comes with the territory. When you sit up there and you claim any set, automatically you know in jail you can't get caught without your knife or razor. So why would you be in the big yard without your knife, your gun, your bulletproof vest? You signed up for war and you're gonna get it. I'm not here to sit up there and make your mother feel comfortable. When somebody knock your noodles out your head and you on gang time, ain't no mercy and no sympathy for your moms, your family, your cousin. You signed up for the military, my nigga. You the gang. That comes with the territory. I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, he was such a good boy. It just wasn't his time. Yes, it was, my nigga. You signed up for evil. The reward for evil until you change the rules that you live by. The universe, when you signed up and you took that oath, the universe said, bet. A word, this is the time you on. Okay, you punched your clock, my nigga. And at some point in time, down the line, the angel of death, there's no escaping. No matter how it comes to us, we are going to leave. I'd rather die in my house, in the supermarket, maybe swimming in a lake somewhere if I had a heart attack, than to die because I lived a life that I perpetrated as a gangster, as a thug. When you speak and you claim the streets claim you back. And the only thing that comes with the streets is a death sentence.
That's a fact. And
Ain't no way around that.
yeah, there is a way, to reverse it, and it's like you said, by changing your frequency. You do that by changing your mindset, and then leading with your actions. You can reverse that karma. You can, because I done
Right.
did it. You know what I mean? You gotta lead. You gotta really
Perfect
do it though.
example. Hocus for a fifth. Like, come on. Now, but Hocus a sucker now because he don't want to kill nobody kids. So he's a sucker now because he don't want to sit up there and because it doesn't matter, Hocus, that you beat the case. We didn't see you beat the case, so now you got to go to jail and beat it again. What? Ain't the what?
Yo, dude really said that though. This bozo. I ain't gonna say his name again, but Dad says, "Oh, I didn't." Toka's is not documented. We can't find the documents that he beat the case. So did he really? I said, bro, you're not gonna find a document of me being acquitted. You're only gonna find documents of appeal when people get convicted. Stupid.
Exactly. I put up the disposition of one of my murder cases, one of them. After everybody said I was never locked up, I was never charged with murder, the whole internet went quiet because they checked those docket numbers and they see it's real. So now nobody said, I'm sorry, yo, we lied on this nigga. They ain't said nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I didn't put that up there because I thought that was cool. That was some painful shit I went through. My life is a testimony of why you shouldn't go through the same direction and footsteps that I've been through. Now, oh, you got shot. Nigga, some of the illest killers was killed. Some of the illest killers was killed. Some go to
All got
jail.
shot and still walking like that. Like nigga, this is the streets. Like you
Well,
ain't cry.
exactly.
You ain't cry about it. You know what I mean? Took it on the hop. Like you ain't crying. You're not complaining. Took it on the hop. Like you said, you was in the streets. Like I got caught slipping. You know what I mean? You lucky to be here. Happy. It is
See
what it
the
is.
see the sad thing when people don't understand on some real shit that I want niggas to understand. Like when you got dudes like me that got shot, and retaliation is a must. But the problem is that dudes is also trying to take care of their families too. So niggas is trying to figure out how to get back without getting caught on these cameras and spending the rest of your life in jail. Because the reality of it is, the nigga that shot me is a bum, little bum, dirty nigga. Dirty fingernails. I mean, if I show you images of nigga fingernails dirty, he's a dirty nigga. He just got beat up outside. Niggas beat him up just to show him what he did to me didn't mean nothing. Because that's how much respect the hood has for him. They didn't have no respect for him. So now it makes it even worse. Because if I was beefing with a killer, I would feel comfortable airing a nigga out on camera because I have to get you. But when you in jail and you show the niggas in jail the nigga that you done turned his TV off, and they see that nigga like you threw your life away over this dirty nigga right here, You threw your life away over this little dirty nigga. And the sad part about it is the nigga's so skinny that niggas think he's a little nigga. No, you in your 40s. And see, that's the problem with black niggas too.
40s, damn.
Niggas think that because niggas be sitting up there calling, like Five Guard, for example. Him and who's the other stupid nigga? Be sitting up there like, oh, you's an old head. Nigga, you 40. When you hit 40, you don't have a right to call nobody an old head.
You
What are
can't
we
call
talking
nobody no
about?
old head at 40. You can't do
When
that.
you hit 40 years old, stop. Listen, stop. I don't care how many push-ups you do, how many dips you do, how many pull-ups you do. Nigga, you 40. You are 40 years old. You are at the age of where you are fully through the passage of being a man. You are not the caterpillar no more, my nigga. You are the butterfly. And from the butterfly, it's the grave, my nigga. Ain't no turning back. 30 is not the new 20, and 40 is not the new 30.
Jay-Z
Because the
lied to the
reality
niggas.
of it is, yeah, he lied to niggas. And now all you see is a grown man when you see him. Now you see a grown man. And people mad at him. Oh, you would perform at hip hop concerts, but you perform for over all the white people? Yes. Because that green dollar that the colonizer gives him is his best friend. And you see, one thing Jay-Z learned is that black people are disloyal. Once the machine flips on you, we flip too. We won't even say, nah, we got your back. We flip too.
Yo, black people, we on they bullshit. Yeah, we be on
Black
our
people
bullshit.
already got videos up trying to connect the dots to murders that we say and Jay-Z did that we have no clue about. Oh, Jay killed this. Oh, Jay killed Aaliyah. Like, wow, that's some heavy allegations there. How do
That's
any of us know anything about an airplane?
or niggas be doing too much. Jay ain't kill
So
no Aaliyah.
once somebody sit up there and it's like, yo, how you just give this thing? Oh, so he killed the girl that he was cheating with because he didn't want Beyonce to know that he was cheating with her, so he killed her? Really? So he was willing to kill that girl, but he left Jaguar right alone alive to tell it? The easiest person to kill?
Oh
Like
shit.
in some cases with Diddy, we know Diddy's foul, all the way foul. But I be sitting up there thinking to myself, like, yo, Diddy, if you the monster that everybody say you are, and in some cases we definitely believe you are, my nigga, how you still got Gene Deal running around? It's starting to irritate me to see Gene Deal because regardless of what, you was down with P. Diddy, you was part of his camp.
But
And
he
it
ain't
starts
he
to
ain't do none
remind
of that in front of Gene Deal though.
see the thing about it is what Gene Deal is pissing me off is that I don't like when niggas is your mans and then they set out to destroy you. You said everything you had to say about Diddy already. Now you making it a career to try to destroy a nigga. I hate niggas like him because I also see him for what he is too. So you telling me if we stop beefing, this is what you gonna do to me? You gonna act like Gene Deal gonna act like Diddy the only foul nigga he know? Like, come on, let's stop it, Officer Gene, Officer Gene, the same one that was the PO of Uptown, my nigga Uptown, who niggas had to go to him and tell him, yo, you bugging, you violating our niggas and sending them back up north. Yeah, let's not forget who you was, my nigga.
Yeah, I fuck with Gene Deal. How's it go? I fuck
My
with
whole
Gene.
thing is,
I
listen,
think Gene is
my
doing a
whole thing
good.
is,
Nobody
what
coming
you,
forward like him against Puff though, so I think that's why I
my whole
fuck with
thing
him.
is that my whole thing with Gene Deal is he's doing too much now. You said everything you had to say about that man. Come with some other content now, because now it's just I don't like anybody that go out their way to try to destroy one person, because this is what niggas do to me. So even though Puff is foul, too many people you look out for, you do something good for, and now you telling all my business. I hate a nigga that'll tell all your business. That's like when you look at Puff baby mother, right? The model chick. What's her name
Misa,
again?
Misa,
No, the other one. His kid's mother.
Misa. One who died, Kim Porter.
Kim Porter. So now Kim Porter, right? We know as men, you get into a fight with your wife. She don't want her family to know. That's a secret. She don't want the kids to know. Kim Porter not one time has ever reached out to the authorities or anybody else. Yo, this nigga beating me. So now you got these bodyguard niggas telling the world shit that Kim Porter protected her children from. If she died on her deathbed, keeping that secret from her children, that her father, they father, and they mother had fights, why the fuck would somebody else put that out there for them children to see? She protected her children from what the mother and father went through. The same way some of us street niggas slap a female in a heartbeat, got into domestic violence situations with our baby mothers. Our wives ain't telling our children that. Why the fuck is these bodyguards running and telling the world that so that could fall on these children's lap? Because regardless of what anybody say, the nigga Puff is a better father than 50 Cent. From us looking on the outside in, that nigga always. Al B. Shaw's son ain't running around with Al B. Shaw. The nigga recognized Puff more than he recognized on
You think
his
that's a good
father.
thing, though? Man? I mean, you. I mean, I don't know about that one, man. I don't think that's a good thing. You
Listen,
know,
I don't like Puff.
maybe
So when
Puff
you see me
manipulated
giving,
him not liking his father. I don't know. You know what I'm
see,
saying?
my whole thing is like this, right? His mother, he got a mother that ain't fucking with Puff. You see what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I'll be sure son. Matter of fact, that's Kim Porter's own son, right?
Yes. It's
Is
yeah.
he?
I think it's Quincy Kim's son too. I'm not. Yeah.
Because now you listening to Gene Dale,
I think so. Yeah.
the other light skinned one, he's saying that's Wolf's son.
Oh,
Then you
Jesse.
put the
Yeah.
pictures,
Yeah.
then you put the pictures by it do look like it's Wolf's son, but at the same time, if that is Wolf's son, Pup know that he's still claiming him. He's still claiming him. And them kids, all of those kids are sticking to this nigga like glue. I take care of all my kids, but I got kids. Some of my kids, I don't like it, ain't really rocking with like that because they foul just like they mother. I got kids that didn't call me and say Happy Father's Day, and I'm taking care of them. But you see all them kids on Puff. I got kids that didn't even hit me up and say Yo Happy Father's Day. Like wow, oh really? But you gonna hit me up and say Dad, can I have? Real talk.
Whole world, man.
Yeah, it's a cold world. The good dads finish last. The good dads finish last.
That's a fact.
Let me tell you something, man. Yeah, I could blame 50. Yeah, I could blame 50 for the shit that he going through with both of his baby mothers. And yeah, I could. 50 have a switch where he'll cut his kids off. And in some cases, I understand it because women are foul. I love 50. 50 is one of my favorite artists. But my tongue, I'm not going to bite my tongue. If I see something in a person, I'm going to speak the truth. Even if it's against myself, I am going to speak the truth. I can't sit up there and lie. I don't want nobody to lie for me.
Wow, you know the kids are still human beings, right? And sometimes, you know, for a long time, I didn't speak to my son in 2 years, but then we finally spoke, right? And it's because he did some shit that I didn't like, not only some foul shit, right? And we got
How old
into
is
it
your
because
son?
he's 22.
He grown.
Yeah, so it's
At that
like,
age, you can decide not to talk. He's grown. Because when they get grown, they gonna sit up there and they gonna give you their ass to kiss. So I definitely understand
right.
when you gotta take a time out because it's like, okay, I'm still dad and you ain't respecting me.
Right.
I fully
Sometimes you don't know
understand
what
that.
happens, and like, that people could clash. Father and son could clash, or father and daughter could clash. That's all I'm saying. With 50, we don't know. Well, we don't know really, but we could take a educated guess. We did see him take a picture with Preem. That right there might have been it for 50. You know, the niggas tried it. You know what I'm saying? Off me. You gonna take a picture with the son? That right there is. I would have been furious. I'd have been like, damn, you did some oppie shit. Like, I gotta love you from far, far. Like, you know what I mean? That right there is to him, a person like 50, I think is no coming back for him. A person like me, I deal with forgiveness. We more spiritual people, so we can walk around with forgiveness in our heart. A person like 50, I don't think he got that forgiveness in his heart for people, man.
See, the only thing I say about 50 though, 50 cut his son off when he was still a kid. He didn't cut that nigga off when he was grown. He cut him off when he was a kid. And I think one of the things that hurt 50 the most was is that 50 baby mother left him at the height of his career. She didn't care about that. She left that nigga.
She left him.
Yeah, she left him.
You sure he ain't
50
leave
was
her?
she left him.
Hmm.
She left him. And she made that very clear. She left him. She didn't care how much money he had, none of it. She left him. So I mean, and my whole thing is like it's always that first baby mother that got a nigga going crazy. The ugly one at that. Cause
He said,
Shorty ugly. The ugly one, cause Shorty's ugly. You see what I'm saying? Shorty's ugly. 50 outside the house, she not opening up the door. I can remember, 50 saying that he looking up at the window at the curtain and the son looked out the window and they act like they wasn't in the house. Shortly after that, 50 got mad, set the house on fire, allegedly.
he said, yo, yeah, because she was messing with an RN. And they asked him, she was messing with a nurse. He said, no, a regular nigga. I was crying. 50
Yo,
is a
believe it or not, listen, man,
50's the
believe it or
goat,
not,
man. I got
a
a
lot of
Jack 50. 50 sparked
a,
he sparked my career with Bang Bang Boogie, man. I always say, man, I got a Jack 50, man. Salute to 50, man.
I love 50. I love 50. Like as far as like 50 is one of the best artists that I love to hear do interviews. I love how he conducts himself with interviews. To as versus Nas, I love Nas, but Nas come off like a dummy when he do interviews. I'll skip past a Nas interview because Nas don't sound like he don't have no charisma in his interviews, and I love Nas, but it's the truth. 50 is one of my favorite artists, just like with Rick Ross. Like Rick Ross, yo, let me tell you something, right? This nigga Rick Ross. When I heard the game, this Rick Ross, I was like, this nigga Rick Ross, yo, he gotta respond. Then I see this stupid nigga with a bowl of soup laughing that game, talking about nigga, you just want some of my snot. Yo, his response, he didn't even have to bust a rap, nigga. I laughed for like 24 hours off that nigga.
What
Rick
he mean? Like,
Ross.
what he mean by that? You want some of my snap?
He was eating soup. He was like, nigga, you just want some of my boogers.
Rick Ross
He
is
was he
crazy.
was
He was funny.
clowning game. He just laughed at him like he's a joke. Like he basically saying like nigga, you're broke and you're desperate.
Mm.
He didn't even respond to the nigga. Like he just laughed at him. Yo, when you bust your best rap ever, and the nigga just laugh at you, yo, he laughed at him eating the soup. He was eating the soup. I said, nah, no way. He
I
just
fuck with Ross
laughed
too,
at
but
him.
him and 50 gotta be forever too. These niggas be wildin', man. This beef shit,
Cause
man.
you know what though? 50 ain't used to a nigga that he can't crush. He can't crush Ross. Rick Ross already proved that. He can't crush him. He can't crush him. And on top of
Once
that,
you
they
got
both
that money, it's
come on. 50 just announced that he a billionaire, and Rick Ross is on his way to being a billionaire. That's what I'm talking about. Like, come on, they can't like opportunity is close. It can happen right now with this social media shit that they gave us. We supposed to be getting our own bars, lounges, having our own buildings to where that if we want to have hip hop night where we got performers performing, the people could come in, pay their tickets, see you perform on certain nights and go back home.
oh we
And
can
we
stream
enjoying
oh
hip
we can
hop.
stream it. We can stream it through our platforms, man.
That too.
Because not everybody could come. We got
Absolutely.
audiences all over the world, bro. We don't
But
need to.
one thing I'm realizing that we got to stop doing if we streaming,
One thing I like, one thing, Hocus, I got to give you your props. I meant to tell you this. I totally forgot. When I seen them clips, with you hanging out with the rabbit hole, I was so proud of you. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
They
You
pulled up. Shout out
created
to
a
the rabbit hole.
family. You created a family outside of the hood. That is your new set. And the crazy part about it is, I don't care who get offended. All you dudes running around acting like y'all trendy, your sex, money, murder. Y'all acting like y'all part of the hood. Y'all niggas don't show this man no love. No love. He got total strangers doing meet and greets with him, doing fundraisers with him. And y'all acting like y'all don't see this brother trying to create something new and something positive. No, y'all just watching. You're some old 227 looking ass niggas, and I don't
Now
respect y'all.
I got some homies solid. You know what I mean? Some of my bros show me love. I know what you mean though. Like
Hope, let me tell you something, man.
my
Right
bros.
now,
Now I got a
right
lot of
now,
homies that do though.
sex, money, murder, trendy gotta be at least a quarter of a million strong in New York City. There's no way in hell you got somebody that's been through the trenches, the offspring of Castle Hill Soundview, and y'all not supporting this nigga the way y'all supposed to. Y'all at least a quarter of a million in New York City. There's no way in hell you not getting the support that you supposed to. Y'all niggas got to start reevaluating. When you got a dude that's elevating himself in knowledge and putting himself on the front line, you got to give him the support, man. You got to give him the support. You have to. It can't be five niggas or 10 niggas out of the set that's sitting up there. No. Y'all got to start giving the support, man. The same way, listen, man, the same way the FBI infiltrates us, we have to infiltrate on a certain level where that we staring these people face to face and able to have, like, we supposed to have our own political party. Hocus is already on the path. Why not him? He done seen the good, the bad, and the ugly of the hood. So we got to get behind somebody. We can't
Facts.
crucify everybody.
No, you're right. I can't even argue with that. You're right. It does need to be more support. I'll be lying to myself. I'll be lying to myself. I said that it shouldn't be more support for my people in total. You know what I mean? It should. Like y'all see a dude change his life around and making sacrifices, being vulnerable, putting his business all out there. Like yo, this is what I'm going. This is what we need to do. You know what I mean? There should be some more support. You know what I mean? But you know if y'all decide not to, don't worry. I'm gonna still keep coming. But you're right. There should be some more support than there
Hocus,
is.
both of us should have at least 10 million from the people in our accounts. So that, because when you speak the truth, you got a bullseye on your head from the
Yep.
enemy from outside and the enemy from within side too. Because the reality of it is, Hulk is sitting up there saying what he's saying, sitting up there saying what I'm saying. There's a nigga that's still on the street corner manipulating those young boys. Do you really think that they want to hear us sitting up there talking against what they're doing? We don't have to call somebody name out. Once somebody hears the message and realize that these older niggas is only out there to destroy you, and they start fitting the description, we become an enemy. Because our voice is an enemy to what they doing and how they raising or misraising and misleading our children. Nigga ain't gonna always tell you, all right, we got beat. No, we gotta silence this nigga. There's always an old nigga on the block waiting to put a gun in a little nigga book bag and have him walking around the block with it until the police lock that little nigga up. Then they go find another little nigga and do him the same way because these little boys is looking for love in all the wrong places. There's so
All
many
wrong
dudes that I
places.
know that escape bids because they made a little nigga take the homicide. They made a little nigga take the gun every time. They go on missions. They have you cop out to it. Yeah, you know what I mean? You only gonna do it this amount of time. I'm such and such age, but you still got time. They don't care about the hurt and the pain that the little boy gonna go through when he gotta lose his mother, and his mother gotta lose him to the penitentiary, and she didn't raise him that way. But he had to get down and lay down because he wanted to feel like he was a part of something. Ain't nothing but suckers in the hood, man. Anybody You 30 years old and you still glorifying the streets. You're a sucker.
Yep.
Because the reality of it is the streets don't dish out for nothing but pain. The streets don't dish out for nothing but pain.
That's a fact. Yep. Yo, Haas, I gotta get back to the party that I told you that we having.
Shout out
Yeah.
to the rabbit hole. Matter of fact, let them know what your own social medias and your platforms is, so they can definitely subscribe to that.
Well, definitely subscribe to me on YouTube. I don't know if because I joined it live, they can see my YouTube or not. But subscribe to me on YouTube, Hocus 45th, Hocus 45th on Instagram, Clubhouse. We go lounge over there on Clubhouse now, but we're gonna be doing more lives on YouTube and all other places. Like we moving around. The rabbit hole is not like susceptible just to one place. We're everywhere. You know what I mean? So just hit me up, Hocus for a Fifth. Y'all know how to find me. Salute, bro. Thanks for having me. Me and Haas gonna be doing this more often, so y'all already know what it is, man.
Shout out to the rabbit hole. I'll be on the rabbit hole real soon.
That's a fact. We lit.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, bro.
Peace. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit the like button. We still up in here. Yeah, people. Let me tell you something, man. Playtime is over, man. The season of mercy runs out in the streets. The season of mercy runs out. You can't be in the streets, right? And think that you're gonna keep on making it back home. The streets got an expiration date. And I'm gonna say this shit again because I really, really want y'all to understand, man. When you sign up to be in a gang, you sign up to get murdered on the street. When you signed up to be in a gang, you signed up to gang bang. Red light, green light, bang, bang, bang. There ain't no in betweens. I'm getting sick and tired of niggas' families trying to be manipulative, trying to be liars. Like, listen, man, if you got your snot box rocked in those street corners and you was a gang member, your death comes with the territory. When you come into this world, you get a birth certificate. When you join a gang in this world, it comes with a death certificate or a jail bing, a jail sentence. Let's stop sitting up here playing like niggas is innocent. Oh, he didn't deserve this. Yes, you did. When you die your ugly death, being a gang banger, you signed up for an ugly death. You dudes be out there like, listen, man, in the streets, ain't no half stepping. Let me say that. You ever heard that Big Daddy Kane song? Ain't no half stepping. Ain't no half stepping. When you go outside in those streets, every single time you go outside, you gotta be ready. You can't get ready. You have to stay ready. The rules of the game is don't get caught slipping. Ain't no part-time gang banging. It's either you in or you out. You either all the way in or you all the way out. Ain't no in between, man. Can you talk about the bill signed for 20 from the bill that I don't know what bill you talking about, but the bill that I wanted to talk about is the bill for 18 years old to 26 years old to be in the military.
I don't think y'all realize most of the time they don't recruit felons to go fight those battles. It's our good kids that's going to be recruited to go up against some of the most ugliest armies that we ever faced and ever seen. Damn near every country on this earth hates America. And these politicians are recruiting our children to be on the front line to face hate like they ain't never seen. Now I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I can't sleep comfortable at nighttime knowing that they just passed a bill for my children to fight for something that we don't even understand what the hell niggas is fighting for. We on the brink of World War III for what? Because of who? How the nigga Pac said? They got money for wars but can't feed the poor? So you guys can sleep good at nighttime? Can you really sleep through the night knowing that you got an 18-year-old daughter or 18 to 26-year-old son that they may be coming to send the military to knock on your door? All over white America, they're talking about Russia, China, BRICS, and all these other different countries dropping the American dollar. Russia telling the world for the first time that America is our enemy and then coming over to our international waters and training for war. That's like somebody standing outside your door, aiming with target practice, showing off what they're getting ready to do to you. And now there's bills being passed to recruit our children. And niggas is still talking about BMF, power. We in trouble. We in trouble. We in trouble. When the dollar bill collapses, jobs are going to be eliminated. They're already being eliminated. When the dollar bill collapses and inflation goes up, do you realize that most of us won't even be able to afford to feed our families? Do you realize that our dollar bill from many countries is being thrown in the garbage can? Fucking belt is too tight. Oh, squeezing my big ass belly. Our dollar bill is being thrown in the garbage. Can y'all still hear me good? Let me know in the comment section because I don't know if my Bluetooth is still set up. Can y'all still hear me in the comment section? Okay, good, good, good. I'm clear? Okay, okay, good, good, good. Because for a minute too, I don't know what it is. I wasn't really seeing the comment section like that neither. Now I'm seeing the comment section. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, people. Yeah, my for some reason my screen done froze up or whatever the case may be. Let me see. Haas, I got my degree in economics and finance. The dollar bill is not going nowhere. How did you come to this conclusion? Nigga, I don't give a damn what you got your degree in. If you're not paying attention to where the world is going, first and foremost, right? They're already creating digital currencies. What part you don't understand about that? That's number one. The dollar bill has been dropped by Russia. It's been dropped by China. It's been dropped by Saudi Arabia. Like, what are you talking about? The dollar bill is definitely getting up out here. You are going to be dealing with a digital currency pretty soon. Right now, the dollar bill is here, but America is going to get rid of the dollar bill. Now, if you're not up on the politics that's going on, then I mean, it is what it is. Don't get mad at me because you went to school and I'm still more educated when it comes to certain things than you. That's not my fault. See, a lot of smart dummies that went to school, a lot of them, and y'all wait until the system tell you where the system is going before y'all start believing in that so-called conspiracy theorists. Exactly. Bricks wasn't around when your textbooks was written. Like, stop playing, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. If y'all gonna pay attention to what's going on in the world, what's going on in the world is militaries all around the world is training to get busy. Militaries all around the world is training to get busy. What you doing? What are you doing? All the people that I watch, the white people, they doomsday prepping. They getting ready. Remember, there was a time where every time something happened bad in this country, the news would show you an increase of white people going to buy guns and stacking up on guns. What you think all the guns is for? What you think all the guns is for? You got people getting prepared for World War III, and you niggas is preparing for Friday night. That's why y'all not gonna make it. When shit hit the fan, you preparing for Friday night. Niggas is prepared for down the line. You got white people, and when they die, they pass 100 guns down to their children and grandchildren. When we die, if we do have, we might pass one gun down, and that gun ends back up in the streets, and that same gun that we done passed down or left in the hood ends up killing somebody that we know. See how backwards we are? That gun that you left in the hood ends up killing somebody that you know. If you're gonna sign up for the streets, then you better be living militant and living disciplined. If you're gonna be hanging out in the streets, understand that you're hanging out in the jungle. Don't find yourself on the internet with somebody posting you up because now you a meme, or if you ain't a meme, you are a video with somebody turning your TV off. It's safe to say it ain't safe outside, but some of you niggas think it's free. People will say whatever they want to say. Yeah, I got shot outside in the hood, but you won't see me getting shot like that again. I move a different type of way.
Everybody just can't get up on me like that. I'm not making it easy for anybody to just be able to get up on me like that. What you think? What y'all think the reason for me moving my kids out of the hood? Why do you think I moved my kids out of the hood? So I can get out the way. If I come through the hood, I want to be able to get back out of the hood. One thing I learned, let me tell you something. One thing I learned about King Von, right? King Von crew got busy in their hood, in their environment, in they four walls where they live at, them four corners where they live at, is where they got busy. But when it come time for them to get on that highway and go down to Atlanta and go deal with the dudes, like King Von said clear in his music. The same thing Biggie said. Well, how Biggie said it? Watch my niggas bring your riots, giving cats the opposite, giving cats the opposites of diet. You gain 30 pounds when you die, low lie. Both of them niggas swore that they niggas was gonna get busy. Niggas in the hood, they ain't driving outside the hood. So all you gotta do is move 20, 30 minutes away. That evil is contained on them dirty, dusty ass blocks. I want to go back to blunt CDs and small TVs. I don't know about small TVs. And you can keep that PlayStation 2. That shit is outdated. You can keep the PlayStation 2. Do you have endless ammo? Nobody has endless ammo. Even the American military don't have endless ammo. They got to keep on making ammo. But you better have enough ammo for you to protect your family, to protect your children. That's on you. The reality of it is there's more than one way to skin a cat. You got bows and arrows. You got swords. When the bullets run out, are you going to know how to use an axe? Are you going to know how to use a sword? Are you going to know how to use your hands? Y'all see the title. Stay dangerous to stay out the way. It's just that simple. If you outside, you got to be prepared for anything. And if you outside without your slingshot, if you ain't got your weapon outside to protect you, you a sitting duck. How they say you hummer stunting. That's the bottom line to that. You hummer stunting. And then you outside, like, you got to be out of your rabbit ass mind to be claiming a game and you on game time and you going outside without your gun. If you a gang member, you should never, ever, ever be outside without your gun. If you a gang member, this should never be a time where you outside and you acting like it's all cool and it's not all good. Because even if one of your mans get into a situation and somebody get hit, retaliation is a must. The nigga that did it ain't outside. If you down with the same sentence, then me getting you was the same thing. There's no such a thing. Let me tell y'all something, man. If you in the gang and you get hit on a street corner, there is no such thing as you being an innocent bystander, my nigga. You target practice. You signed up for it. If you are in a gang, you ain't no innocent bystander. No, you the target. You down with the same set, right? You standing with the same nigga, right? You gonna become the same casualty of the same war. It's just simple. Haas make me laugh because he's the type of dude that tell you soda in the hood, but you see him drinking Pepsi. Listen, Haas the type of dude that if you knew me and you knew Poppy, the Poppy that the streets know. You know that when it comes to the streets, see, I might have had a meltdown and got shot. That's all good, but you'll never get a chance to get up on me and play with me like that. And if you run into me in the hood or you see me in the streets, period, stay dangerous or get your snot box rocked. Right. If you see me in the hood, you better approach me with caution because it's not as sweet as you think it's gonna be. Where you think that like you really think you're gonna have your way with a nigga that's skilled. I specialize with what I do for many years, and one thing that I specialize in is making it back home to my family. You best to believe that. You're not gonna just have your way with me. I don't just stand out on street corners and be sitting there like a sitting duck. You niggas do. I don't sit outside like a sitting duck. I move militantly. If I come out and I come through, I stick and I move. I'm in and I'm out. I don't feel comfortable standing on the same block knowing that I've been doing dirt in my life since I was a teenager. And some of the dirt that I've done ain't gonna never, ever go away. There's certain things that you do in these streets that you can't undo. There's certain things that I say on this internet where I feel niggas is in they feeling. Yo, if I ever see that nigga, you think I'm gonna give you the opportunity to make my kids cry again? No, absolutely not. You think I'm gonna give you the opportunity to put a sign up that says he got his snot box rocked? Hit him in the head with the no, absolutely not. I'm not making it that easy. I got everything to lose, so I won't. Some of you niggas got nothing to lose, so you gamble with your life, not realizing that you do got something to lose. Money don't make me. Money don't put value on me. Kite got laid the rest. He got laid out in them streets, man, playing in front of them street corners. And now they gonna bury that nigga with the biggest celebration. He's gonna get the biggest party he ever had at his grave after he died. When he was alive, these same people ain't give him shit. I mean that. Sometimes going to funerals, you see the most phoniest shit that you could ever see. People are so phony at funerals. People are so phony at funerals. People fake in general, especially at funerals. No, especially at funerals. People tell the biggest lies at funerals. I get sick and tired of niggas sitting up there lying. Oh, he was good. He was an angel. Like, stop lying. I done sat at some of the funerals, even though some of these niggas was my niggas, they was the grimiest niggas on this earth. And people be sitting up there, oh, he was such a good boy. No, he wasn't. Stop lying. See, you could call me a good person now. If I died and you went to my funeral, I am a good man now, and I know I'm a good man. But if you would have said that some years back, please, the people like, oh my God. I used to have people asking me, yo, can we bring our kids outside to play without any shooting going on? I was a monster. I'm not going to sit up there and act like I was always good. I was a monster. I made promises to God that I was going to step away from who I was. I made promises when I was in jail that I was going to change my name. And it's funny how I ended up on the internet being called Hassan Campbell. I wasn't Poppy no more. Poppy was an animal. Niggas was scared to death of Poppy. Then I tapped into my side that went through the ugliness with Africa Bambaataa, and I told the world my story. And this is where we at right now. I became an advocate of everything that goes against our community. Not just the R. Kellys and Africa Bambaatahs, no, everything. Because in the hood, we like to overlook evil. We like to overlook evil. And then people funny. Everybody always want to make me out to be the bad guy. I posted up Kite, may he rest in peace, because it was already on the internet. And I think that is a warning. People need to learn, man. Stop glorifying these street corners. Stop acting like there's something special about these street corners. Stop lying. When you go outside on game time and you a gang member, there's a death sentence waiting for you. If you make it back home, you are up under the umbrella and the mercy of God. And the season of mercy runs out. It's but so much you're going to run around acting like you on game time. And then you sit up there claiming what? Trendy. What is trendy? It's sex, money, murder. What does sex, money, murder mean? That is a spell. Sex, money, murder. This is the title that you put on yourself. This is who you say you are. You want your receipt? Death comes with it. The street gave you a receipt. God has a call to prayer, and the devil has a call to prayer. You niggas are claiming that gang time. Them gangs don't represent God, they represent the devil. They represent evil. You think you're gonna get a reward from God when you signed up to hang out with Satan? Do you think that you are going to get a reward from God when you signed up to hang out with Satan? Then y'all family members be sitting up there lying, and then y'all sitting up there coming at me like, oh, now is not the time. What do you mean? How many more of my friends gotta die before I get raw on this internet? How many more of my friends have to be buried? Oh, you picked the perfect time. I should have picked it 20 years ago. The angel of death is not on vacation. He's working 24-hour shifts collecting souls. And some of y'all volunteering for y'all souls to be snatched, playing on these street corners, man. It's safe to say it ain't safe outside, but that's where y'all want to be. You niggas are sitting up there signing up for a glorious death, thinking you Spartacus, and that the concrete jungle is the sands in the arena. No, it's not. Ooh, let me tell you something, man. The reality of it is, you play satanic games, you're going to win a satanic reward. When you take your cloak of righteousness, when you step outside of righteousness and you step inside gang activity, gangster activity, you have forfeited your righteousness until you step outside of the world and the realms of gang banging. When you step into the world of gang banging, you step into the spell of evil, my nigga. There is no good gang bangers. Because even if you a good dude that's in a gang, you signed up for evil. And the reward that you are going to get when you throw up that sign is evil. You expect me to get up here and sugarcoat shit for you niggas? Absolutely not. You know why? Because if I get up here and lie, I'm lying to my children. I'm not going to sit up there and lie on this internet to make you feel comfortable because y'all want to justify why y'all family members is dying in streets that don't love them. Why you niggas keep going to hug the block that don't love you? If you are doing better than somebody in the hood, there's somebody that don't like you. And they're giving you the evil eye, and they can't wait for the evil eye to snatch you. They can't wait. Do you understand what you're signing up for? Get right or get left. Stay dangerous or get out the way. How Ludacris say in that song? Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way. You in the fast lane. Niggas is doing a buck 20. You sitting up there doing 65 in the fast lane. Get out the way or get crushed. Roll with the rush and get rolled over. You play with fire, you get burned. Y'all think it's something sweet in the concrete jungle. No, it ain't nothing sweet out there. It's fried green eggs and ham. Hit him in the, hit him in the, hit him in the head with the what? Don't get caught slipping on them street corners and you ain't in a state of repentance. Don't let the angel of death come snatch your soul and you standing outside on them street corners and you died in a state of disbelief. The only reward for you is the hellfire. You don't have to believe in the hellfire. It believes in you. Kite got set up by Trigger and Latino. Well, you got to understand something, man. At the end of the day, Kite knew the rules. Kite was half stepping. He was half stepping. He went outside without his tool, number one, or if he did have it, we didn't see it. Number two, he felt the energy. He ignored his spidey senses and he got caught slipping. You can't stand still. The most stupidest thing in the world for you to do is stand on a corner and you ain't safe. You standing out there like you a billboard for bullets. I don't care who you are, whether it be Kite or anybody else. You got to stick and move. That's why I be laughing when niggas be sitting up there talking shit about me being in the house. When you in the danger zone, you got to stay dangerous. When you are in the danger zone, you have to stay militant. That nigga crept on, he crept up on Kite like a thief in the night. Crept up on him like a thief in the night. And see, my whole thing is I've been through wars in the street. It's been, let me tell you something. One day I was standing outside of Bronx River, right? I'm standing on the strip. This is one of the times where I like really stopped or slowed down. Because I always stuck and move anyway. So I'm standing outside on the strip. Everything in my gut said, get out the projects now. I didn't listen because I'm seeing Cali. Shout out to Cali. It's the first time I see Cali in a little minute. He outside standing on the block. Now my common sense should have told me, why are you standing next to Cali? You know Cali shot Malik, and you know Malik got to be feeling some type of way. I'm standing there talking to Cali on Bronx River in front of the supermarket, the laundromat, and next thing you know, somebody comes outside, put their arm over their face just like this, and started shooting. Nigga wasn't even looking at what he didn't even want to see what he was shooting at. He covered his eyes and started blasting. Bullets just flying through car windows and everything. Now everybody moving out the way. And it's like, that wasn't meant for me. Me and son had a conversation, whoever did that, because I ain't mentioned who did that. We had a conversation about about that. His son explained, he was like, listen, man, all I saw was the nigga that shot me and I just let go. And that's how it be in the hood. Niggas in the hood got beefs that you don't know about, that they not gonna tell you about, or niggas got animosity towards people that you hanging out with. If you standing with him, you can get hit with him. Those are the rules. You don't change the rules. Your family crying at home ain't gonna change the rules, and it ain't gonna bring you back. The streets is always gonna be the streets. Your family member that died or that's about to die is not gonna be an exception to the rules. It's not going to be an exception to the rules. Stay your ass in the house. You come outside in the hood, have a destination, know where you going. You come outside and you standing outside in the hood. You minding your business, right? You got your swammy on you, locked and ready to go. You standing outside. A nigga pulls up with a mask on. You blaming at him. He blaming at you. You blaming at him. You hit an innocent bystander behind him. They die. You don't have no mask on. You was defending yourself, but you accidentally hit an innocent bystander. Now you're on tape. You're on tape. Police come and get you. There's nowhere to run to. They know where you live at. There's absolutely nowhere to go. You feel guilty. You turn yourself in so that the family can get justice. You taking it to trial. They give you 20 years. Now you got 20 years because you wanted to prove the nigga that I'm outside and you got it on me. Yeah, I got it on me everywhere I go. Now you forced to use it. Do y'all understand? One of the main reasons why I'm mad at myself, because the dude that shot me ain't worth me going to jail for. But it's the principle. I'm gonna get busy, nigga. It's the principle. I'm undefeated in these streets. And now I got a blemish on my mark. Because the first time I got shot, I ain't saying that I shot anybody. But when I got to the hospital, they charged me with shooting 3 people. So for a little dirty, dusty nigga to clap me, and I gotta wear that? Because the streets will send a suicide bomber to mess up your whole life. Now, when you retaliate and you hit him back and you go to jail, your enemy still won. You can't let the enemy trick you out of your freedom. Understand something. You can get busy, but if you get caught, you still lose. Because when you in jail, it's like you buried alive. Your life discontinues on the outside. You might as well be on Mars somewhere. It's crazy because when I was on Rikers Island, we used to be on the bus driving to 161st Street to go to court. And I used to see friends and family members walking by, driving through the neighborhood. You looking, you seeing prospects, seeing the old barbershop where I used to get my hair cut, Six Corners and shit like that. Shout out to Six Corners, right? And you looking and you seeing, you like in another world. Sometimes people will send a missile at you. They'll send a dummy at you. And you in that dummy and you get caught. They just tricked you out of your freedom. Now they killed 2 birds with 1 stone. They threw an expendable at you. And see, real men handle they beat themselves. But the whole key to it is sometimes you can't. Most thoroughbreds don't like going to get a young man. Yo, son, I'm saying, go take care of this, it. No. Some niggas want to look you in their face like, remember me? When you in jail, it's like you buried alive. But see, the thing about jail is, an appeal will get you back home to your family. In the coffin, there is no grievances. There is no send me back. Once you hit that cold concrete, the plastic, and you end up in that plastic bag, ain't no coming back. Some of these little niggas out here, accident murderers. That dude that killed Kite, he didn't even have the balls to walk down and hit who he had beef with. He shot around a van like a coward. I don't respect the nigga that killed him. He shot like an accident murderer. Do 4 shots and just ran. That's a coward. When a nigga really wants you gone, they gonna walk down on you. He didn't even know if he killed him or not. He just shot because he wanted to hit something. I know the difference between a killer and an accident murderer. Little nigga's an accident murderer who just so happened to kill 2 people because those bullets that came out was lethal. And the sad part about it is, which I'm gonna make a separate video on, one of the dudes that died on the scene, that man died giving out free food. You know what that makes him? A martyr. The man that died next to Kite, he died his last acts. If God was to raise him right now, he died giving out free food. He died a martyr. Let me ask a question with no disrespect. When Kite died on that street corner, what was he doing prior to his death? Was he gang banging? Was he hanging out with the set? Inquiring minds want to know, will he be raised up in front of God and be judged for what he was doing right before he died? I don't know. But what I do know is when you claiming gang and you under the umbrella of gang, the umbrella of being under a gang is the enemy to God. The umbrella of being under a gang is the enemy to righteousness. So it's safe to say, any of you gangbangers that die, gang banging, or die up under the umbrella of being in the gang, you are enemy to righteousness. And any pastor that stands over your casket talking about he was a good man is a lying bastard. And this don't go for Kite or just Kite. This goes for any gang member because somebody needs to tell you niggas the truth. You die gang banging, you die hanging out with gang bangers, you die practicing evil. Ain't no sugarcoating shit over here. I don't care who get offended. If I offend you, change your ways. You are the company that you keep. Remember that when you're standing on those street corners. Whatever your man signed up for, remember that when you're standing on those street corners. Whatever your man signed up for, you signed up for too. But you did the same. The hell you mean I did the same? But I did in the past and what I'm doing now. See, this is what's wrong with you stupid niggas. I changed my whole life in front of the internet and I change every day. Every day I become more and more a new person, a stronger person, a more disciplined person. But you stupid niggas like to go back to, oh, well, you did this, or you. I don't live there anymore. And I refuse to live in a prison of what I did yesterday. I'm living in the world of today, of where I'm going today. You're living yesterday. Every day I live and practice changing my life for the better. For me, for God, for my children, for the people that look up to me on this internet, for the people that look up to me in real life. Well, you did that too. I don't do that no more, dummy. And don't get me wrong. I do go outside. I do be on the street corners, but I stick and move. I do go see some of my dudes outside. None of my dudes that I go see and spend time with is gang banging. The niggas I go see outside and I spend time with are family men that retired from the streets. If niggas is outside doing something in the streets that I don't know about, I don't know about. If a nigga's outside selling drugs or doing something that I don't know about, I don't affiliate myself with nobody that's doing some shit that's gonna put a RICO act on me. I clean myself up and I make legal money. And I'm not gonna corrupt my legal money for somebody that's getting illegal money. I saw how the US government did Casanova 2 times. He was a dude that was making legal money doing shows. Because he had beef, just like I got beef, he put an army behind him of gang, gang, gang. And because he affiliated himself with Dick Wolf and those apes, he's sitting in jail right now when he should be home performing all over the world. I learned from the mistakes of others. You think I can't sit up there and have a bunch of gang members around me? I already have some of them around me. Do you think for a single second that the FBI not listening to every conversation that I'm having through every speaker in my house, through the camera systems outside my house? They not watching. They already showing y'all they controlling my YouTube. You think that's coincidental? You think when I sat down with Takashi 69, I didn't know that I was sitting down with an FBI informant? You think that when I sat down with WAC 100 in academics that I didn't realize that I was sitting down with government agents, government plants? You think I didn't know who I was sitting down with? The question for me was, why did they decide to reach out to me? Why? I knew what I was doing. Of course the FBI is watching. You think all the agents is in the streets? You got more agents on the internet than you got in the streets right now. The internet is the most powerful tool in the world right now. The internet is the most powerful tool in the world right now. Y'all don't notice my last live? We had 2,500 and they kept bringing it back down to under 2,000. We had up in the 2,000s. But my last live ended, it had 10,000 views. After that live went off, they turned the live all the way back. Every live that I watch, that I have, there's agents in the comment section. Even after. Look at some of the quotes that you see in the comment section after I end my live. Just look at it. You got dudes waiting for me to say certain words, and they mass flag at the same time just to demonetize my videos. And I got to uphill them all over again just for me to get paid. And I'm going to say this to y'all again, man. If y'all rocking with me, please make sure y'all join my Patreon, patreon.com. Because the reality of it is, YouTube trying to give a nigga 15 minutes to fame. Well, y'all know when I go live, I got way more people than this. So we can already see at some point in time, they're going to try to have a nigga with nobody watching my videos. And before I do that, I just sign off of YouTube. They can kiss my ass. It is what it is. I'm not going to let a nigga just sit up there and just blatantly just destroy me like that. I'm not addicted to YouTube no more like that. It is what it is. I did what I had to do on this stage. I could play the role like Vlad now and just do interviews and upload and upload. I don't never have to speak on the shit. I could take a year or two off. The people still gonna be looking for me. At this point, I'm a legend already. I already realized that. But this is their house. This is their house. This is Satan's house. And he has a right. to turn the value up on my platform or turn it down on my platform. This is Satan's house. See, the thing about it is just because you in Satan's house don't mean that you got to do Satan's work. There's many positive things that you can do on social media that you could do on the internet. If you're gonna be on those streets, stay dangerous. If not, get out the way. Stick and move. When you get to a certain level in life, like me, everybody don't deserve your company. I know everybody don't deserve my company. Everybody does not deserve to be in your presence. Do you understand? Everybody comes with an energy, and you allow certain energies to get around you. That energy could put your fire out. Do you understand? When you allow certain energies to get in your environment, that energy can put your fire out. You ever watch that Denzel Washington movie, The Fallen? Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Do you see how he was running from that gin? That gin jumping from body to body. You don't think that that's real? I don't understand how the gin work. See, they want you to look in the opposite direction. They keep screaming aliens, but they never talk to you about the jinn, the unseen. They exist, and you better prepare for them. That movie's a deep movie. It's real. You can transfer energy. That movie ain't no different from the Matrix. There's no difference. It's the same shit. The only difference is it show you the machine version, but at the same time, it also shows you that Jin Agent Smith, how he jumps in other bodies. Certain bodies are certain bodies are portals for demonic frequencies. And you standing outside on that street corner. And see, the thing about it is, what I want you to understand, right? You listening to me? Let me break this shit down for you so you can understand that the shaitan can see you from where you can't see him. And the shaitan sees you when you're about to make a change in your life. And when the shaitan sees you when you're on a path and you're about to take the path to abandon, you're about to abandon his evil ways, and you're about to become or go into the light, the essence of God. But you standing on those street corners where Satan has nothing but demons and demonic energies, even where our children are claiming that they on demon time and they are drilling and killing, and you standing on the corner like kite. And you might not even be bothering nobody. But the devil sees that you in transition to become a better person. And you about to take a footstep towards God. And he couldn't allow that. He had to make you die in a state of ignorance, in a state of shame. In the days and the time that we are living in, it's clear that the devil exists. But as men, we question if God is real. You need me to say that again? We living in a day and a time where without the shadow of a doubt, we know that the devil exists. And we see the devilish ways, but we still questioning if God is real. Even though we see men practicing stuff that only God could have gave him the technology and the power and the mindset to do. It is what it is, man. You hit that like button, you hit that share button, you hit that subscribe button, you pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. When this live goes off, if you got love for Hassan Campbell, Go back in the comment section and tell Hassan Campbell that you got love for Hassan Campbell. If you hate Hassan Campbell, when this live ends, go in the comment section and say, I hate you, Hassan Campbell. I'm just doing a toll. I want to see how many people really rocking with me. We out.